Welcome back to Whatever Garage. Today, we're gonna sand the hood. Let's get started. All right, since we're already in this position, let's just go ahead and try this. I got an 80 grit. None of this has been sanded since I painted it. We interrupt your previously scheduled programming for an important service announcement. Okay, in not the last video. Yeah, the last video. In the last video, I made a mistake. I saw the video on how to do the power valve properly, but I got so excited about getting it done that I forgot the last step. I did not adjust it correctly. I adjusted it with the wheel on, and Dean pointed that out to me. So thank you, Dean. What you're supposed to do, and let me turn you around, is detach the ram from here, and what you're gonna, that's just part of the bushing, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna adjust this in and out with your adjuster here once I pop the cap off. Sorry about the lighting. All my damn lights seem to be dead. But anyway, you adjust it this way. This is more of a minute adjustment compared to what I was doing with the wheel. That really wasn't any of an adjustment at all. So hang tight and we will adjust this. Alrighty, I hope you can hear me. A little loud under here, okay? I did find a light, so you should be able to see better. Rod came all the way out on its own, so it was not adjusted. See how much it popped out? Hang on, let me quiet the car down. There we go. More of an audible level. Okay. So, here's the adjusting rod. And okay, see it's starting to go back in. Give it just a minute. I want to get it so it's in viewing range better. Okay, now we go back the other direction. You know what, let me put you down. Right here, can you see it? Here, let's do this. Hold on a second. Go the other direction. All right, starting to come towards me. Stop. We now return to your regularly scheduled programming. I sort of like the black hood look, but it's now dirty and has marks and stuff on it that won't come off, so like when you wash it. So I figured might as well go ahead and clean it. And this is like really thin. I thought I put it on heavier than this. Remember, this was our filler coat. I'm not going to give you any pointers or tips on how to do this because, as everybody says, I'm not a body man. I just know enough to get by. So we'll see what happens. I wasn't gonna sand the middle, I forgot, because I want to leave it black to see how it would look. So much for that idea. I have gone ahead and marked out what I want to keep black. I'm just testing it to see what it looks like. So all you purists, take a chill pill. I sanded this side back down. Took a while, needed a lot of flattening. But like I said, I'm gonna try and see what this looks like. I asked everybody's opinion, a couple months ago, I think, and everybody pretty much said back to normal, which was solid beige. Well, the 50th anniversary comes with the black decal on top, but it's only on top. It doesn't go down the sides. And I wanted to test and see what this would look like if it went down the sides just a little bit, just to give it some character. Okay? I like the way it looks. So I'm gonna continue on the other side and then I'll reveal it. This will give you just a little taste of what I was talking about. I sanded down each side, left the middle. It's not perfect because, hell, my taping job sucks. But if you can imagine these sides painted the same color as the car, the beige, with it, say, a satin black down the middle. And you see, that's the edge. It comes down just a little bit, not all the way down to right there, just a little bit. And you could always pinstripe that. Just curious what people's opinions are. I'm trying to decide if I like it. I think I do. I'd have to do a better job of getting it centered though, because it's slightly off center, I believe. Let me know your opinion. Seriously. Woo-hoo! Got tripped over that. All right. I'm not sure where we left off, but we're back to it again. We're gonna sand down the center stinger, and then we're gonna go and primer the whole thing again, front and back this time, and then resand it in a lighter grit, and hopefully it looks better. We'll see. I still feel a lot of scratches in it, so.
Work. That's right. Uh-huh.
Thus.
Work. That's right. Uh-huh.
Thus.
Work. That's right. Uh-huh.
Thus.
Work. That's right.
successfully transferred the hood over without much damage. Damn it. Scratched it. Alright, we will have to address that. What we're going to do now is we're going to primer, where we're going to tape up this little decal. And then we're going to primer both sides so that I can then do a finer sanding and get it ready for paint. Paint's going to be a ways off. This is going to be to get it ready for paint, but I never did do the bottom, so we need to do this one really well and then sand it. And then this side has already gotten, all the body work is done, is in good shape. So we'll do this one, sand it, and then primer it again. And then primer this side, and do a nice fine sand on it, hopefully. Now, all I'm doing is, this is the emissions sticker. It's the only original thing that's still on here, so I figured we'd keep it. You never know. Years after I've owned this, some purist will probably come through and want to completely change everything I've done, so I will leave them one little thing that is still original. How about that? All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm debating on whether or not to use this one, which we had so many problems with, or just throw it away, or take out one of my small ones. No, that's the shape. I have a new one. I have a brand new small one. Where is it? Oh, right there. I have a brand new small one. I only have one brand new big one. And I would prefer to wait and use that for real paint. These I've had for 15 years. They probably need to be gotten rid of because they were cheap pieces of shit then. Keep the container. But the one thing I do want to do that I made the mistake of before is get rid of the filter. This high build primer last time kept getting clogged up in the filter. So I'm going to take the filter out. I've seen some of the big wigs do it. Like I said, this is thick stuff. We will filter it going in, get chunks out. She is clean. I'm trying to think if I ran anything through this yet. I don't believe I have, so I need to get some lacquer thinner. Shoot, I'm still gonna have to run over to the other garage and run the air compressor line. Not much. Yeah, that's really gonna fit on there. We just want to clean it out of anything that may have been in it from the factory. Get rid of these nasty rags. Get you a new one. All right. And we'll wait until we have airline over here, and then I'll open the door and then we'll blow it out. All right, there is my reducer. There's my activator. And this is my very thick paint that I need to get my paint machine out for, my shaker. Well, it started raining a little bit. A little noisy. All right, hopefully you guys can still hear me while it's raining. It's chilled out a little bit. I got the puppies in, don't worry. I know, I talk a big talk, but in the end, I wanted to make sure they were taken care of. They're my babies. This is my last set of blue gloves. Got another set on order, but I don't know when they'll be here. Not another set, another box. Okay, I used my paint shaker and apparently it worked pretty well. And then I just realized something. I really should be wearing my mask. This stuff is strong. Alright, the mixture we're going for is a 4 to 1 to 1. 4 parts paint, 1 part reducer, 1 part activator. And these cans, or these little jugs, I can never see the numbers on here. So here we are. Depends on how much we want to make up. Let's just do a little batch. We can always do another one if we have to. So there's where I want to go. I'm going to put the tape on here because once I start pouring, I just can't keep track of what I'm doing. I don't know if anybody else has that same problem or not, but I sure as shit do. Alright, mask is going on. See where it needs to go. There you go. Good job. I mean that sincerely. Alright, now I'm not going to make a big batch. I'm just going to make the smallest one they have on here, and if we need more, I'll make more. Okay? Okay. That's because I shook it up, that's why it's foamy. Why does it always spill? Alright, where's my stirrer? Remember, this stuff is usually really thick. So I'm just going to stir it real well. Move it over here, maybe you can see better. You know what I haven't done? I haven't covered up the Corvette. Well, shit. Let me go do that. Took me a few minutes, but I got my contraption set up. Want to be able to regulate the air pressure, so I had to change out the nozzles. This is going to be fun not to drop. Not to mention I don't have a whole lot of capacity in that cup. Stay. All right, guys, I pondered it over lunch, and I decided we're gonna break out the new gun. That little one just took way too long. So, break out this bad boy. Looks pretty cool. But does it work? It's got different nozzles. Got one for 2. I need a bigger one. And a 1/7. I think I'm gonna use a 2. But what is this other stuff inside? Okay, it's everything. All right, this one comes with another pressure regulator, which is good. All right, it's the next day. Here we go. Now these little spots is where the water dropped, but it doesn't matter because we're sanding this. That's why I wasn't too worried about it. But you can see how it turned out. You can hear it. It's thick, it's textured. So we're gonna sand this down with probably a 180. Like I said, I'm not doing too much other than this because you remember the insulation panel goes here. The only thing that's ever going to be seen is out here. So I'm really not going to pay much attention to that. Just, sort of hit it real quick. But I'm doing it by hand, not with the DA. So anyway, that side's good for now. We're going to flip it over now and do the top. All right, here we have the finished product. Doesn't look the greatest, still wet, but that paint sprayer sucks. It spits and sputters. At the very end, it started spewing out correctly. But there you go. She dries, we'll sand her. But that's gonna do it for this episode. There's only so much sanding I can show y'all. I can't make that exciting. Get the light on me. There we go. So, another car part taken care of, hopefully. I'm gonna put it back on the car and then I'll sand it. No, actually I'll sand it here, then I'll put it back on the car. And then we'll get on to something else. Working on the brakes next. We have a caliper issue. I'll show you that one next video. And since we had to wait for parts, that's why it had to be next, because I actually started it last week. But then we had to wait for parts. Story of my life. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Come back, tell your friends. Whatever Garage, out.